I'm Joe, or as you may know me as, the average consumer.
Who?
Alright. This is what the average consumer thinks of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey, that's mine. You son of a... Hey! Take those headphones off right now!
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
Hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling.
First, let me say, I am giving this movie a high recommend. My favorite movie this summer used to be X-Men Days of Future Past, but now it's this one. And that's because this movie, I felt, had more originality to it, which I know is kind of unfair to X-Men Days of Future Past since it's the 7th X-Men movie, so to me that's a debate for another time. The plot of this movie is a bunch of criminals must learn to work together so they can protect a dangerous artifact from falling into the wrong hands. This movie was sci-fi, action-y, and at some points, kind of dramatic. But overall, this movie was comedic and fun, and I just have a feeling anyone can enjoy this movie based on that attitude. The characters both conflict and bond together very naturally. You understand why they wouldn't get along, and you understand why they eventually do. Think The Breakfast Club in outer space. The villains are actually kind of scary, the special effects are great, but they don't overshadow the characters. In fact, what makes this movie awesome is there is more character moments than there is action-y special effect moments. Okay? Most of the action scenes are both plot and character based. You understand who, what, where, when, and why everything is going on, and if special effects are needed to demonstrate all of this stuff, then so be it. The special effects, in other words, are in the background. The characters are in the foreground. You're paying attention to the characters. You're hoping they achieve their goals. And you're like, yeah, look at that weapon in the back. If special effects are needed for that, then so be it. And that's what makes this movie great, is you're focused on the characters. Also, the soundtrack really helps out in the rebellious attitude that I think this movie was going for. There was little to none that I didn't like about the movie, other than the fact that the sci-fi techno babble got to be too much and a little confusing. But that might be just me, and that is a very minor reason not to like this movie. I just really liked it. I mean, this movie felt like Star Wars meets Indiana Jones meets Midnight Run meets The Breakfast Club. Just all of that, the great stuff about those movies in this one. And I just really liked it. Give it a high recommend, and that's what the average consumer thinks of Guardians of the Galaxy.